Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Your Run OvenBreak, where we're going to be continuing on by actually running in the Operation Now Hiring title event. Because last time that we were here, we just had to go through a whole ton of cutscenes, and by that I mean only one long one. And then we got distracted by running around in the TBD square. You know, it probably makes a lot of sense as to why it would be just, you know, probably not qualified to run the TBD. Because look what the plum I'm dealing with here. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go to stages. And if you haven't seen one of my last videos, check this out. I have her maxed out level 15. If you're wondering, I don't think the video has been out the moment that I'm actually recording this. But basically, I did a trophy race video, and it's saying, hey, the best cookie to run this level with is Dark Fondue. If you're stupid and don't have Bamboo Blade maxed out, because that requires a lot of money. So I maxed her out, and the pet, and you know, if you want to see how that turns out, then you should go peep out that video. I actually didn't do too bad, but the video is probably not even out. But you know what? I should probably also upgrade the treasure though. But whatever. She's at level 7. We're gonna run. We're not gonna waste time. We're going to try and gather all the points that we possibly can to do within this or something, just so we can get all of our evaluation points up and pass this test, just so we can get to the next area. Because I guarantee the moment that we do that, we'll be a full certified TBD agent. And I'm not sure if that's a good sign, but I don't know. You take it as it is. I mean, if it's a good sign, I'll take it. If that's part of the job, sure, why not? Anywho, hopefully y'all are having a good day. I'm being pretty productive. This is actually my 4th, technically 5th. I was gonna say my 5th Cookie Run video, which technically I'm still gonna say 4th because it technically is 5th. Okay, well, it's been 5 today. But one of them already got uploaded because it was the first video for this update being, the Dark Fondue Cookie. Hey, new trial, here's the things in the update and whatnot, all that stuff. But then I did a video doing the first part of the story. This is another video where I do the second part of the story. I did a video showcasing the new Cream Puff costume with the cool new lobby. And also I did a video doing some trophy race, which probably my next plan of action is I'm going to do a third part of this, probably run in either Trophy Survival or Champions League. And then we'll get back to the story, because my usual thing to do this stuff is new update, record it. And I'm pretty sure I've talked about this many times before, but it's new update, record it. Record the new trial for the cookie, then first part of the story. Then, after that, oh my gosh, look at that coin, it's sheesh. But, after recording that, bam, guess what? First part of the story. After recording that, random game mode of anything else. After recording that, second part of the story. After that, random game mode of anything else. After recording that, third part of the story. After that, random game mode of anything else. I think you can sense a pattern here. I try and divvy up the story just so there's a little bit of a buffer. I do the same exact thing with Kick Your Run Kingdom, ironically enough, which is why you see other events alongside, what the pleb is going on. But there's actually an event that I technically didn't cover in the current update of Kick Your Run Kingdom, but it's not that super big. It was just something to do with the Epic Party, but luckily I'll get onto that ASAP. And by that, they're probably hosting a second part of that event, but don't worry, it's not the craziest thing. If anything, I think there's more concern about the special 6th anniversary gacha thing. Not 6th... No, 5th anniversary, to plug my thing. Anyway, how many orientation points did we get? 190. This has to be more than enough to get me, past. 300 gems. 300 gems. 300 gems. I need another 80. Oh, how much more do I need? Okay, I just need to get... Okay, I just gotta get... I have to get these in total. Oh, this is gonna be so much running! Give me time. Because, I know this is gonna be the part where it's just gonna be... Oh, it's gonna go stale. Bears. Bears. Get the bears. Just a few more. And there we go. That should be it. Yep, all missions completed. Alright. That took 5 minutes, which actually wasn't that bad at all. It was more like 10 minutes, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. All I know is I was watching some video in the meantime where it was oh... people who got checked while pranking people, or whatever the pleb it was. Dark Fondue, good to say anything. I guess I could actually just... Can I... How the pleb could I get... Maybe I could get more if I don't know, I got some bonus point, or maybe if I buffed up this treasure. Why the pleb did not upgrade this treasure? I don't know. But, whatever the case is, it was only enough to get, just a little bit over SS+. But, let's go ahead and get our last points for evaluation, which is perfect, because I just spent a lot of gems recently, so... There we go. There's the whole checklist accomplished, so it's now... Oh, that's how you get triple S, because it's 25,000 points for all coins. That's pretty good. Progress through the story at the TBD to unlock more stages. Want to return to the TBD? You're not giving me much of a choice here. I guess I'm going. Okay, meet Dark Fondue Cookie to receive your reward. Sure, Ann. Oh, I'm surprised you got back here in one piece. If this warm-up was too much to handle, you may want to reconsider other forms of employment. Still, I'm more intrigued than before. Now then, allow me to introduce the TBD. Okay, I guess I'm so excited. Here you go. You got a story pamphlet. What about a paycheck, dear ma'am?
아주 오래전 쿠키라는 개념이 세상에 태어났습니다. 태초에 위대한 마녀들이 특별한 힘을 담아 살아있는 쿠키와 달콤한 디저트 세계를 창조한 겁니다. 이 창조와 탄생의 시기에 마녀들의 다양한 선택의 가능성들은 쿠키 세계의 코어 시간선들을 탄생시켰답니다. 이 시기를 스위트 빅뱅이라고 합니다. 시간의 벽에 막혀 우리는 이 시기로는 돌아갈 수 없습니다. 세상을 유지하는 에너지가 충분히 흐르고 있는 시간선을 코어 시간선이라고 합니다. 코어 시간선 어딘가 예상치 못한 개입이 생기면 서브 시간선이 자라나게 됩니다. 서브 시간선 때문에 코어 시간선의 미래가 불분명해지면 시간선이 엉키며 결국 코어 시간선마저 극심한 혼란에 빠지고 말 겁니다. 이런 사태를 막기 위해 꼭 가지치기를 해줘야 합니다. 수많은 쿠키들이 살고 있는 여러 코어 시간선. 쿠키 세계가 혼란에 빠지지 않도록 이 시간선들을 아름답게 관리하는 것이 우리 시간관리국이 하는 일이랍니다. 시간관리국에는 다양한 부서가 있습니다. 그중 재난대응과는 시간 재난에 맞서 싸우고 현장을 수습하는 일을 합니다. 여기서 시간 재난이란 무엇인가? 앞서 소개했던 서브 시간선을 제때 잘라내지 못하고 점점 힘이 커지는 걸 방치하면 힘을 빼앗긴 코어 시간선이 소멸하게 될 수도 있습니다. 힘을 갖기 시작한 서브 시간선은 더 이상 시간 수습 가위 정도로는 해결할 수 없는 재난이 되죠. 이때 재난 대응과가 출동해 잘못 자라난 시간선을 철거하고 수습하는 역할을 합니다. 재난 대응과가 수습할 수 없을 정도로 커진 시간선은 어떡하냐고요? 그런 일은 발생하지 않기를 기도해야겠죠. 이런 시간 재난도 있습니다. 한 코어 시간선의 세계 전체를 위협할 대재앙이 일어나면 코어 시간선의 조각들이 시간의 틈새를 부유하게 됩니다. 이를 빨리 봉합하지 않으면 훼손된 부분에서 점차 힘이 빠져나가 결국 붕괴하게 되죠. 얼마 전 용한 드래곤이 시간관리국이 만든 시간의 경계를 폭발시킨 초유의 사건이 있었죠. 그 사건이 바로 이 경우에 해당합니다. 재난 대응과는 실시간으로 시간의 경계를 봉합하며 시간선이 무너지는 대참사를 막았습니다. 이 외에도 쿠키 세계엔 다양한 형태의 시간 재난이 끊임없이 일어나고 있습니다. 우리가 살고 있는 이 세상의 코어 시간선을 유지하기 위해서 재난 대응과는 언제나 유능한 인재들이 절실합니다. 바로 여러분 같은 쿠키들이죠. 불굴의 투지와 투철한 사명감으로 시간 재난을 헤쳐나갈 분들. 과거도 미래도 넘어 시간관리국은 언제나 여러분을 기다리고 있었습니다. 여러분, 재난 대응과에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
What did you think? Feel free to share any thoughts, though there are some things I cannot allow to be mentioned. This is all so cool. You know, I heard some rumors about the humongous dragon, but I never knew it would have something to do with a place like this.
So that's what caused those torrential storms that just cleared up like nothing. I'd been researching it as a personal project since it was so out of the ordinary. Never heard of the time balance department, so I thought this whole thing was kind of suspicious. Glad I came. I dedicated so much time to studying history and training in the martial arts in hopes of saving at least one cookie. Hope I could at least put it to use just like the other cookies in the video.
That's wonderful. Now, I'm sure you all have lots of questions, so I'll take a few before we head to the time registry division. Feel free to ask anything you'd like. I cannot guarantee you'll get the answer you'd like if you ask pointless questions, though. I have one. Being proactive is one trait we welcome here at the TBD. What is your question? What are some of the things about working at the TBD? To be honest, I actually have an offer from somewhere else. Due to the nature of our work, we unfortunately do end up facing a lot of overtime. However, our benefits and other various perks are more than enough to make up for that. One is our valuable time policy, where each employee is able to freely control their own time. We're unable to disclose further details until you are promoted to regular employment, so please look forward to learning more during your contract meeting. I wish I could know more. I will not stop you from choosing the other employment. After all, as you saw in our introductory video, each and every cookie is constantly standing upon infinitely expanding timelines. It is not my place to choose which timeline you would like to follow, but similarly, I can also not help you turn back time if you happen to regret not taking our offer later on. I didn't mean it that way. I just want to fairly consider all my options. I'm joking. No need to worry. My jokes are way funnier than hers, don't you think? As we are all adults here, I'm sure you know it's quite rude to talk when others are talking. Or I would hope you do, at the very least. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I really didn't want to work here. But do you have any tips on how to get to the internship and get hired? Pay close attention as we visit each division and try and get an idea of what kind of cookies they need. While hard-working cookies are always a plus, inherent talent comes first and foremost. You'll have nothing to worry about if you were inclined to be given any role. I have a question too. Is everyone always on time at the TBD? Since, you could control your own time and everything? It is up for each employee how they decide to utilize and control their own time. However, if your actions stretch the limits of the department's trust, that is a different matter. If you're late over a certain amount of times, you will be having a one-on-one meeting with me. After all, the time balance department cannot live up to its own name if our employees can't balance their own time, right? If you're slacking, I may just make sure you don't have the time to be slacking off. Work is work, I guess. Just based on what we saw in the video, it seems like the Time Balance Department is a secret organization. Why are you hiring cookies like this? The Draconic War already ended. Is something else going on? It really seems like you're pushing the Emergency Neutralization Division, so I'm guessing you need most cookies to go there, right? Does that mean you're preparing for a major incident? Amazing observational skills, and a sharp question at that. As with any organization, we have our own reasons for hiring new employees, and there's never an end to incidents to handle, especially when it comes time to time. However, I am of the personal belief that the ability to turn any crisis into an opportunity is the key skill for our department's employees. You're so smart. At this rate, I bet you're going to be top at hiring the assessments. You might have a chance too if you could keep quiet. Oh, fine. If that's it for questions, we'll move on to the actual assessments. If you have any questions regarding the work you're assigned, you should ask the heads of each division. Good luck at proving your worth. I'm sure you all kept an eye on our interns from afar. It seems like we may have gotten some good recruits from the Emergency Neutralization Division. We might just fulfill the director's orders after all. You don't look too happy, Panda Campaign Cookie. I would think you should be dancing for joy considering everyone wants to join your division, even though you didn't go out of your way to recruit them yourself. Some ideas are better left unimagined, Panda Campaign Cookie. Dancing with joy was one of them. If you keep that scowl on your face, you'll chase all the potential recruits away, and we wouldn't want that.
There's no need for cookies that can be scared away by a sour face in my division. Emergency neutralization is serious work.
I'd say that comment is rather disrespectful to the other divisions. Quite bold to say that when we're all gathered together like this.
I'm not going to play along with your games. There's nothing outstanding or glorious about our work. It's not like anybody hails us as heroes. If I'm able to train just one cookie that's prepared to jump headfirst into a temporal emergency, that's more than enough for me. Unpreparedness is nothing more than a recipe for disaster.
If we're faced with a great storm, do you think a few cookies will be able to stop it, regardless of how skilled or inexperienced they may be?
Are you threatening my team?
Calling it a threat feels a bit harsh. I'm simply reminding you of the importance of having the right cookies of the right places, as well as making sure they are not stretched too thin. In the end, the hiring process is a matter of finding the perfect key for a lock. We must find cookies that are suitable for what we need to do with them.
You weren't like this when you first came to the TBD. What's got you all twisted up like this?
I guess you could say I've simply gained experience, much like you have. Likewise, don't you feel like your solid crust has grown a bit stale and inflexible over the years? It's even affecting your decision-making. Dark Fondue Cookie, that's going too far, even by your standards. You should take a break and cool off. Everything's fine, Baguette Cookie. After all, fondue is better when it's hotter. They're both really worked up. Anyway, settling all of this aside, I'll be taking my leave. Somebody has to show our new interns around, after all. Please return to your divisions and prepare your test for them.
Dark Fondue is like the one cookie you do not like. You don't mess with Dark Fondue. She even literally said Dark Fondue is better when it's hot. Oh, good gravy on every single regard. Alright, so, what the pleb you want?
Your next evaluation is just around the corner. Of course it is. Shall we head over to the time registry delusion next?
Or division. I'm sorry if I'm misspeaking on so many words. It's kind of hard to see, especially with this giant pop filter in my face.
Shall we head over to the time registry division now?
Okay, I'm ready. Find Baguette Cookie in the time registry. Oh yeah, I was just there. Okay, so, well, I was there recently, so I'm assuming how the stages go. It's like run into, that, like, it first be, Dark Fondue, and then over here should be, it should be unlocked, come on. It should be then Baguette, and then the next one should be Coffee Candy, I guess? I don't know, but, oh, no, Coffee Candy's right here. Oh, the next one would have to be, like, Maple Taffy or, Schneeball. Okay,
your next test is... If you think these are quaint bedtime stories that you can read on a whim, think again. Memories can fade, but records do not.
I can do this, right?
Wow, watching the interns really brings back memories of when I first joined the TBD. I hope they all pass with their evaluations. You seem more excited than the interns themselves. I still remember when I first started here like it was yesterday. I really want to cheer them all on.
Man, it's great to be trained under a cookie that's, like that. She's sweet as candy.
I don't know. Having a manager as strict as a hard-headed baguette crust won't make things easy. We stand at the crossroads where our very decision will determine which timeline we'll take.
Sure, I guess.
You have 1 hour to analyze this timeline. Find the incident that caused a divergence and determine why. At the end of the time limit, you will be making a presentation. This should be simple enough if you've, at any point, read historical records and made inferences yourself. You may ask Coffee Candy Cookie for help with the records themselves, but you may not ask her for hints on finding the divergence.
This better not be some time-limited thing, or else I'll actually be pretty worried. Because, recording times and whatnot. So I have to make sure I find the correct thing. You can ask Coffee Candy Cookie for help with records themselves, but you can't ask her for it. So she could assist me with records, but she can't assist me with, the thing. Imagine if this was an hour-long time limit. Shall we begin the evaluation? Prove your worth and skills. Okay, so I think my plan is... Oh, yeah. 18... Okay. Oh, wants me to run with Cream Puff. We'll probably do just one run. And then after that, we'll just end the video. Because, like... My gosh. We've been huckling on a lot of this, so we'll just do a run, and then after that we'll end. Even if we don't complete the thing, we'll complete it for the next time, just so we can gather up all more missions, just for us to gather for the information and intel, because this story is pretty fun so far. I will say, it's kind of weird how, the intro for this whole entire thing, when you open up the game, you see the little promotional video that starts, like when a cookie releases, which, for this, it was Dark Fondue. It's weird how, that's something they just decide to play again. Which, to be fair, I guess it can't be judged, because, whenever a new Cookie Run Kingdom update plays, sometimes it shows you, this cool cutscene of what happens later in the story, but, I don't know. Just kind of interesting to know. But that actually did remind me of something. At the start, I actually might make a short about this, which... Wait, was I supposed to collect those gift boxes? I thought they were just magnetized towards me. Oh, okay, so they summon coins. Okay. So I gotta make sure that I keep good notes on getting these, because those can help me get a lot more points. I'll be sure to keep that in store for next time. But I wanted to point this out, and I might make a short about it, about, the importance of the Ebony Dragon. Where, how it says, oh, what happens if there's a timeline convergence that's, too large for even us to, get rid of? We just have to hope that it doesn't happen. Which, I was thinking about that, yeah, when could that happen? But then again, when the ominous colors at that point were, black and red, and, if the Longan Dragon couldn't do it, but, we know for a fact that the Ebony Dragon is basically stronger than the Longan Dragon. Because I'm pretty sure the Ebony Dragon doesn't even have a coherent mind. I'm pretty sure they're just straight up monster and menace. But, we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens, because that's terrifying. Besides, it's probably gonna be years, at least 2 years until we see how the pleb Ebony Dragon is summoned, because that implies all the spirit weapons would be released. Because the moment that all the spirit weapons are released, then we're gonna have some leverage to see how the pleb the Ebony Dragon gets summoned, which is gonna be an entirely new, entirely new legendary cookie that we're gonna have to unlock. It's gonna be terrifying, and somehow it's probably gonna end up with for some reason Obscure Umbra getting eaten, because it's oh, now that I'm summoned, you are no more use to me. I could just destroy literally everything in my path. And then the Code of the Umbral Pact is just nothing but like fish food for the Ebony Dragon, and then everyone's just going to die until someone else tries to do something about it, but it will require a great amount of force, and most likely, I'm pretty sure the only thing that could stop them is maybe the addition of the Nova cookies and or the black hole. But that'll... Really? It was just right there. The poster was just right there. Anyway, 24 missions done on that first run, which is pretty good considering that we're still going to be doing, running this for a long while, but, we got all of our evaluation points in order, and I just need to do these missions so many more times. But whatever, we'll be saving that for another video. But with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends who enjoy my Kick Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then want to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And down below in the description, you can see all my social media in my card website where all plebs. You can become a pleb by becoming a YouTube member for just $1 a month. And also, you can buy some merchandise at the pleb market. But above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese. I want to give a big shout out to the plebs, aka the members who are supporting the things that I do, being Eduardo Pimentel, Casual Gaming, Jojo Sands, and Wavy Plays Games. Thank you all so much for all of the love and support, and I'm hoping that we can keep on going forward together.